All right, what's up? What's up? We are going into episode 3 of our Let's Learn series in Anno 117 Pax Romana. And yeah, I think we're starting to make some progress. I think we're going to just jump right in. I don't think there's any need for a super long intro. Set sail, go in. And if you've been following along on the series in YouTube, you should be well versed with where we are, which is not very far at all. But this is our humble little Roman town. I'm assuming in the year 117. I don't think I've been playing for more than a year in the game, so probably still 117. But last episode was a bit of a challenge. Not in the, like, unenjoyable sense. I am still very much enjoying Pax Romana. But I will say, in regards to... my apologies. In regards to the learning curve of the game, it definitely got a little bit steeper. And I know that there's probably some really experienced people out there that would look at that and go, oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. Maybe even in terms of, like, just strategy and city building games. I don't even know if this is an overly complex one. But we did hit some roadblocks. But we did sort of start to make some progress in terms of upgrading our city. We did settle in another island over here. We have Timia, or Timia, as I've been calling it. Pronunciations of this game seem to be difficult, but I did watch some other streams, and I will say I don't think I'm the only one that's struggling with this, so I don't feel exactly horrible about it. But yeah, this is our secondary island. We expanded here to start getting resin, so we have a couple of farms here. We're sending that back to the main island to start making some pottery. We are also making olive oil here. We have our olive farm, or olive grower. The plantation is working away right here. This game is stunning, by the way. I was saying in the last episode, like, I did spend some time in Italy this year, and the vibes are, like, right on. Don't know how to describe it. If you know, you know, but highly recommend it if you ever get a chance. The people there were wonderful. The scenery, the landscape. I specifically was in Venice, and as somebody who has spent the large majority of their life in North America, it was incredible to be in a place where you kind of just knew that everything you were seeing and everything we were experiencing was older than, you know, before Canada had ever been formed or even thought of, right? And that is a pretty spectacular idea. With that being said, we do have olives growing here, and it is going to this... Nope, that's the porridge stand. Where is... Are we making olives? Olive press, there we go. Olive press being made into olive oil. Looks like our supply of olives is not perfect, but as with a lot of things in this game, it always kind of seems to, like, even itself out. We are producing olives. Anyways, our boat is taking the olive oil and the resin back to our main island that is growing. I'm not gonna lie, I turned on the upgrade symbol so that I would be able to see what is ready for an upgrade, and now that almost everything's ready for an upgrade, I almost don't like having all of those symbols here. It's almost overload, so I'm gonna take back what I said last game and just rewind that. Turn that option off. That was under interface. Yeah. Status icon, upgrade icon. What's... I mean, it comes default off. Maybe that's why. We did build a boat.
We stand waiting.
Metrodora. It is a basically tier 1 civilian non-war boat. Has 3 cargo slots, and we are going to eventually start using that for trade. Trade isn't something that I've gotten fully into. However, like I said, I have made a trade route between our 2 islands of Timia and Sartago. Where we really left off, though, was we were ready to upgrade. And I haven't done this ever in this game before. Like I said, this is the first time playing through. So if you're watching this while you're playing through for the first time, like, we are doing this together, even though I am in the past, I guess. So we're gonna press U. Pressing U toggles upgrade, and we get to see what we can upgrade. So upgrade cost for each of these is going to be 1 timber, 1 tile. That seems totally reasonable. Let's go ahead and upgrade this entire block. There are 20 plebeian houses here ready for upgrade. And let's see what happens.
We are privileged.
All but was this one not capable?
An aqueduct.
I can't have a not. What is this called? Equus. This looks very, very noble, very regal, very well put together. Houses. Who is saying what? Hint: changing the province. We have aqueducts and a missive from the Empire. First, I want to know why these 2 buildings are holding out. Apparently we just missed them. Oh, we didn't have enough timber at the time.
Those mountainous heaps are a
So,
terrible sight.
We're producing a good amount of timber, but timber is being shipped back and forth on this trade route. And I thought we turned that off. Maybe it's, yeah, we did. But maybe there's just a lagging. It really depleted our stores, but it is refilling. Okay, so we do have an additional tier in the construction. In the construction panel, we did open up a couple of categories as well. So let's go ahead and see what's going on in the construction panel. New public services unlocked. Okay, aqueduct cistern. Aqueduct transports water from the mountains into the cities and can supply water to buildings with nearby cisterns. Okay, so buildings have cisterns, aqueduct supplies water to them, indoor plumbing. Got it. Good for health. That makes a lot of sense. See, I'm saying it again. A lot of sense. And fire safety. Yes, water everywhere. More fire safety. We also unlocked a theater, a city that can afford to laugh at itself through satire or else learn from tragedy needs a theater. So that's exciting. I'm going to be adding a theater somewhere to the city. We should be able to laugh at ourselves. And I think that is maybe a universal truth. Maybe we don't need to get into this in a stream of Pax Romana, but something to think about. The theater adds knowledge, it adds prestige, and a lot of happiness. 3 to happiness within range. So that's that seems like a pretty strong building. So that is under it's under aqueduct. Oh, aqueduct is its own category, of course. So we can make source. Let's see, source. We get to put. This is interesting. Oh, mountain source. Okay. So we have these mountain slots that the aqueduct source can pull from. Right. Underwater river, I guess. The aqueduct itself, which is going to transport it from the source to a cistern, which holds said water. Interesting. Okay, and it looks like we place these around buildings to add health and fire safety. Great stuff. I'm excited for the citizens of Sartago to have plumbing, essentially. So cistern, something we're gonna do. Still haven't unlocked any quests for the tutorial, but we did also unlock the Equitus, which is the 3rd class of Roman citizen. And let's go ahead and unlock the first category that we're gonna try and fulfill. New foods. We have wine, amazing. Romans prize wine for its power to lift the beleaguered spirit, taken in moderation. Of course, yes, of course. That's the only way to drink wine. I swear. No, I mean, wine, alcohol, taverns, all of that stuff. Just Roman through and through. So supplying wine to the citizens, we're gonna get 3 income. That's not nothing. We have knowledge. I think it was -1 to knowledge. Yeah, checks out. And then we have belief. Belief is +2, so boost the effect of your chosen religion and happiness naturally. I do appreciate that happiness is only +1 as somebody who has been known to have some wine in their past. It's not always the happy days, too. And we also unlocked cheese. Wine and cheese. I mean, hand in hand. This noble-looking man looks like he needs wine and cheese after a long day of politicking. Someone sent me a message. You've been killing it lately. Love how your stream feels. Add me on Discord, by the way. I've got some cool stream videos. Okay, I'm assuming you're going to be trying to pitch me on some digital artwork or something. Anyways, cheese. 3 income. 2 population. Adds to the population. Can't imagine why cheese would increase your population. And prestige as well, +2. So, okay, these are 2 good upgrades to our city. And I'm assuming that fulfilling them will start to move us towards tier 4. I'm assuming there's a tier 4. So, if we look at the Equus residence, we are 3.5 filled on the food. Actually, we're a little bit low on sardines. I think it wouldn't hurt to add another fishing hut. So really quickly we can do that, and I think you can just place these things side by side. They don't seem to infringe on each other. That should bump us up to a full 4 out of 7. We have porridge, bread, wine and cheese. Either or seem to get us over that 7 threshold. Public services is, again, we already talked about it, but the aqueduct cistern or the theater. Theater probably seems like it's going to be the easiest thing to fulfill. Certainly not the smallest thing. But I do wonder. I think we can test these things relatively free, but the theater will fit very nicely in this slot, but will not reach my Equus households. Oh, we also don't have the proper construction tools, which is I think that's marble. Does that yeah, okay, it looks like both of these things need some sort of, I'm guessing it's marble. It's not exactly telling me, but that's okay too. Let's check it out. Okay, wine. Grapes. No fertility for grapes on this island. The apiary. Okay, so we need apiary. Again, is that... I'm assuming that is marble. Construction, warehouse, aqueduct, harbor buildings, military buildings, city watch. We have a well. Wells seem important. I'm gonna go ahead and just, with how much fire safety is thrown at you, and knowing some particular Roman Empire's affinity towards burning things down, I feel like fire safety is actually quite substantial in this game. So I think going forward, I'm going to take that seriously for sure. Again, I'm getting a little hung up on... Oh, okay. Oh no, ox farm. What is the stipulation? This good must be produced in another province. Use trade. Oh, you actually have to bring this in. Is that province? When it says province, does that mean like not in Latium? Is Latium disqualified from... the interesting. Maybe we just don't get cheese, or maybe we look at the trade route and see maybe we need to start talking to these people. Trade route overview. Albion. Oh, we can trade from Albion. How do you get to Albion? These are questions I don't know the answer to. Let's just open a new trade route. Add that ship and add at least 2 islands to the route. Let's add Tarragon. Maybe I can't add it because I don't have trade rates. That makes sense. No, we're out. Let's try and talk to.
I welcome you, friend.
Bet you do. Well, that's good news. No army. Similar naval power. I don't know what that means. We are at peace. I've never been in this screen before.
Nothing worth remembering. Nothing worth.
Bio, character trait, alliance, effect.
Miska, you pertinent beggar.
Okay,
I should be grateful
so let's
dead
enter
children that did it.
negotiations.
Gives me an allure.
Request a trade treaty. Take a loan. Offer a gift. Won't accept a trade treaty? I guess he doesn't like me enough to trade with me.
One crime can overshadow all the good deeds of a man.
Allows for mutual trade at each other's trading posts. The rival governor's ships will automatically visit your island and buy and sell goods you have set up for trade at your trading post. 425. Oh, these are the attributes. No devotion to Mars. He appreciates that. Traded with Diana for the first time. He also, pardon my language, or pardon my yawning. Insignificant. Your cities have little or no prestige. Increase the prestige with needs, public buildings, and ornaments. This reason can be further improved. Budding naval power. You're only just starting to build up your fleet, so you're not perceived as a threat. Contract shy. Accept contracts at this party's lighthouse to improve your relationship, and very low devotion to Ceres. Really, I threw her a party. I really thought I thought we liked Ceres. Okay, as it stands, we're not trading with Tarragon anytime soon. I'm not trading with anyone anytime soon. We can focus on the things that we can do. Do we have grapes on this? No. Not here either. Not on this island. We're gonna have to settle another island. That almost seems frustrating. We cannot do grapes there. This big island, which is on the opposite side of the map, will. I think I'm going to... What boat is that?
Syracuse.
Raiders.
We deal in acquisitions and human relations.
Okay. We're going to take this boat. And we're going to search out here for some islands. Because those are...
Raiders roam these seas. If anyone here is friendly, it is certainly not them.
Okay, Ben. Oh, is this a raider?
Go where the wind blows.
I think I got the impression from their status as raiders that they didn't want to be friendly. Thank you, though. Yeah, let's look at the tutorial for aqueducts. That's something we're going to have to do soon. To distribute water, you need an aqueduct source and a mountain slot. We already figured that out. The water can only be distributed downhill. Choose a mountain slot high enough to transport the water to the lower part of the island. Intuitively, that checks out. Water is a limited resource. All buildings around a cistern benefiting from the aqueduct will consume water. Check the aqueduct menu where you can manage water consumption. Okay, so it's not unlimited even though we're supplying it. Okay. Hint, changing the province.
Travel between different provinces and at great speed.
Okay. Different provinces. Oh, maybe that's what we were talking about. So we can go to Latium. What's the world menu? Oh. That's not just... Like, can we go anywhere? There's Albion. A distant alien land shrouded in wet mist. Home to the great fens, a multitude of tribes. And beer. No place for the faint-hearted. Okay, so it's almost like we can just, like, go there. We can sort of move around on this map, but it's really, really limiting how far we can. So this map is... What you see is what you get. Let's click on it. Oh, someone's raiding me? I've never been raided before. It's only my second day of streaming. I was quite content with my 2 viewers, but that's pretty cool.
It's ancient.
Hello, Bats Go, Sir Lurk a lot.
To heal. Expect a bit of resistance there, mind.
Oh, you guys are leaving already?
It's 2 different worlds.
Oh no.
Sort of bound by fate.
Party of 48. That's amazing. Thank you so much. I'm gonna have to. I was so enthralled with my learning of this Anno game that I wasn't even paying attention. But I'm gonna definitely follow you and check you out when you're streaming. How's everyone doing today? I guess I should just introduce myself. I just started playing this game yesterday. My name is Infinite Life, and
knows we need help.
You caught me at an awkward time. I just traveled to this distant land of Albion. It looks miserable, but yeah, I think the whole point of this this series that I'm doing is that I don't really know how to play this game. We are going at an incredibly slow pace, but I've just been chatting with people, learning. I'm going to be uploading these to YouTube. I don't really know. The long and short of it is that I broke 2 of my ribs last week, and I am very limited in what I am doing, and I thought learning a new game and streaming at the same time could be entertaining. That being said, this seems like a big task to take on right now, and I don't think I'm going to be doing anything in Albion anytime soon. So I'm going to go back to my nice, peaceful little land of Albion, and stick with that. Okay. So right now we were just getting into the Equitus, and I think we want to focus on Aqueduct. Aqueduct seems to be what's going to give us some results here. Obviously not the cistern, the actual aqueduct itself. To do it, we need marble. Oh, okay. We just, oh, there it is. Concrete. Concrete. That makes a lot of sense. When did you guys come in here? I was so in my own little world there. Really dropping the ball. Only a few minutes. Bats is just dramatic. Oh, okay, that's good to know. Yeah, he had that little emoji where he was leaving, and I was like, oh, okay, well, see, I guess it's funny. I'm still so new to having people hanging out with me while I'm playing a game that you do just kind of zone out. Okay, we're gonna be looking for limestone quarry. I think right here is probably low-hanging fruit, right by a farm we have. What is the downgrade on this? Health? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so we'll connect that with a road. Come up here. Full disclosure, making things even in this game is completely not forefront in my mind right now, as much as I do appreciate things kind of lining up properly, but yeah, we're not focused on aesthetics, I guess, right now. Okay, so we have our limestone. We do need a sand refinery as well. Something tells me that's going to be around a river, maybe not. Or on a coast. Coast also makes complete sense. Is there any big negatives to the sand refinery? Doesn't look like it. I think we can just put it next to our shipyard and live consequence free. Right by a warehouse. That will all work just fine. Like these messages. Cheap viewers. Oh, okay. You can't actually, you guys can't see that though. So this guy can go away. Ban evader. Toodaloo. If anybody is in chat and wants to say hi, PW Seagull, I appreciate you chatting as well. But it's nice to see a bunch of people in here. That's really cool. Looks like we got about 20 people. Hope everybody's having a great day. Hello. Yeah. Hi. Nice to meet you. Where are you from? I was kind of doing a loose introduction. You guys caught me when I was traveling to Albion for the first time, which literally means nothing to me, but also was wet, miserable, and I'm happy to be back in Latium in my nice little village here. But in the real world, I am from Toronto, Canada. A lot of people always seem to pick up on the accent. Bats primarily plays an ancient board game called Go. Yeah, I've heard of it. Never played it though, but occasionally likes to raid smaller streamers. That is super cool. It doesn't look like he is still here, but if you're talking to him, tell him I really appreciate that, and I will absolutely. He had to go get food. I mean, that seems like a pretty fair
Our
thing to
scouts
do.
have sighted new land.
Eventually, I will too get food, but I'm probably still a couple hours away from that. We need a concrete mixer. Other than maintenance costs, doesn't look like it has any ill effects on the population either. But still, I will keep it away from people's houses as a nice, polite consideration. It's not an extreme expense to us.
We ensure you get nothing but the best.
Having never built any of this, I don't know what the ratio is to like producing limestone, sand, and mixing it to make concrete. So I'm gonna let them kind of ramp up
Our
production,
scouts
and then
have
we'll
sighted
check
new
out
land.
kind of like can those two kind of mining facilities support two
What
concrete
was it you
mixers, or is it
wanted
2
me
to
to work
3?
with?
I don't know. Ransom demand. Okay, let's see.
Think on it.
Seso Syricus. Donation to the orphans. Seso and his honorable associates have chosen you as a lucrative target for an attack. Amazing. That is unless you want to pay them in advance. What will you do? The ransom is 10,000 denarii, which doesn't seem cheap, but I have been saving up. I've been saving up money in my coffers. Refuse and accept the risk. Lead to a war declaration. I don't think I'm equipped for war, and I hate being a pushover when it comes to ransom demands, but I think I'm just gonna pay him.
I see how it is.
Yeah, it seems like he wanted to go to war. So we have a missive from the Empire. Not sure what that means.
Waiting on your wisdom.
It's got Sean Bean vibes. Sean Bean. Emperor Gnaeus Firmius Calidus congratulates you. Thank you. In recognition of your achievements, you have been granted the right to settle territory in Rainy Albion. Yes, I've been there. Okay. Challenging post, no doubt, but clearly the Emperor has faith in you. I'm glad he does, because I'm not sure that I do. But thank you. At the very limit of the Empire, will you choose to impose the Roman template by force or soften to local ways? Choose wisely. Chiefess Vuada and her Scathach tribe set fire to the last governor's villa. Yeah, I knew there was something not super comfortable about Albion, but I guess we will have to be there eventually. You can now enter and settle islands. Yeah, okay.
No
thanks.
messing around.
Yeah, not messing around at all. Hostile
Keep
encounter.
your nose out of Syra, Governor.
This is the guy that always
We'll
already
have
shook me
ourselves a pleasant
down.
arrangement.
But best known for buying and selling slaves in a slaver. Awesome. But I guess maybe a concept slightly more common in this era. Raiders are hostile. Yeah, I think we know all that. Extend a polite greeting. Warn him. Like, I am just not a military force, but I already paid him a ransom. I'm gonna give him a stern warning. Okay. And a request from the Emperor.
Governor.
The Emperor has put forth an appeal to all loyal governors. The Imperial Fiscus is less full than... Okay, I'm getting shaken down by the Emperor, I sense, too. Contributions to its refilling will be received with heartfelt appreciation. While this donation is entirely voluntary, the Emperor will remember the names of those who decline. Will you donate denarii to the Emperor's personal treasury? I mean, I already know that I'm going to, but I don't like it. I actually think I like this less than the kind slaver gentleman that threatened to declare war. This feels like it comes with more. Donate an impressive sum, 10,000. We're already in the hole reputation-wise to him. Will almost get us out. Do not donate anything. Yeah, it's we're making the problem worse, but all right. Again, I don't entirely know how I should be spending my money well in this game, so I mean, improving relationships with the emperor seemed like a decent cause. As much as I don't like it, I am shaking my fist. He can't see that though.
Any plans for
Okay, so we do have concepts of a plan over here for an aqueduct. We are producing what we need to make it. Still haven't gotten any concrete. How much concrete do we need for the pieces? 5. Oh, it's like 1 per tile. Wow, that is I mean, I guess we can just kind of... Are these land bridge? Water cannot flow uphill. Oh. I see what's going on here. I made the mistake of building... Well, I haven't built anything yet, so that's good. This needs to be somewhere higher than the rest of my town. That almost just makes a lot of sense. Gravity, not super mysterious. However, it almost like it looks like I'm gonna have to go far away. Like this seems to be a good spot for it. But that is going to... Maybe this is the cost of indoor plumbing. I mean, you just gotta dedicate a lot of concrete to it. Like, if I am making the plan to run the aqueduct down... This is downhill. This is good. You can cross the river. Over here. Let's just say right... Let's just say into this area. 106 concrete. Timber I'm not worried about. Denarii, totally fine. Tiles, yeah, we'll get there. Concrete. So... This seems like a really long-term plan. Maybe on this island. Maybe on this island I can really start to ramp up concrete production. It stands to reason that, like, in the grand scheme of the Roman Empire, concrete was a big thing. They liked their concrete. Okay, let's,
There's a shortage of workforce in one of your cities.
Okay, we're gonna need more pleb workforce. And, we're short on timber. That's not an issue over here. Well, I mean, clearly it is an issue over here, but,
Look smarter, it's the governor.
it will sort itself out. We will need more
It
plebs.
feels like it does you
So
good to eat a
let's
sardine.
go ahead and upgrade 5 of these. Still a timber shortage. Again, this being a production island, I think I can just go ahead and start making more sawmills. Resin farm. Can I build a bridge over this? In some way I can. Sort of? No. Something is unagreeable there. Let's... build some logging camps, over here. there's one thing I can say about this game is I still absolutely do not have a familiarity, like an immediate familiarity with where everything is. One of the pains and joys of learning a new game. Hotkeys. I keep hitting tab. Like, tab, I don't know why my brain, my muscle memory goes to, like, rotating a building with tab, but, like, it goes to a ship. And that still throws me off. So obviously there's not going to be a warehouse out here, but we do need one. So we're gonna throw a warehouse here and I think 2 sawmills, maybe one right here, one right here. So you guys were watching a Go stream before, which is a game I've always been intrigued by, but has anyone been playing Anno 117 yet? Or is it just something that just kind of ended up happening? So wood, we're going to increase our wood. We have the 4 to 5 people working there. I think we can probably just build some roads over here. Oh, construction material missing. Oh, I meant, yeah. I mean, seems pretty likely that a bridge is going to take some timber as well. Yeah, 8 for that. Okay. I haven't tried it. Bats, I believe, is a big fan of the series. Yeah, I mean, I played Anno 20, I think it's 2070, many, many years ago. And it definitely, like, hit all of the right chords for me. I believe there was 1 or 2 games since then. 1800 was one. And I don't know why. Maybe it was just the time in my life, or I was really kind of captivated by a different game. Never ended up picking it up. I feel like I was on some kind of like Ubisoft soft boycott, but I'm too old for that now. We just play what we want. But in the spirit of like hating to admit that marketing works, I started seeing ads for this on Instagram, and now it kind of just like at first assumed it was a mobile game, because everybody just switches to mobile games now, which is awful. And lo and behold, I was completely wrong. And I got really excited for this. But yeah, I got a story that nobody asked for, but for some reason I feel like I enjoy telling. Last week I was out for a run, and I was attacked by a dog. Now, fortunately, said dog was wearing a muzzle, so it didn't actually bite me, but it took my legs out, and I hit the curb pretty hard, and yeah, I broke 2 of my ribs, and that has led to the unfortunate reality of like work has become untenable, and yeah, physical activity is next to minimum now, and I figure if I gotta spend the next 6 weeks doing something, it might as well be an attempt at something social, something creative, and something enjoyable. So I don't have any expectations of becoming a big-time streamer in said 6 weeks, but I am actually really quite happy that that you guys are here with me. So provided that didn't come off as a sob story, I would love to see some of you back here again. I'm going to be trying to do this on somewhat of a regular basis. And you know, hopefully it'll be something that maybe sticks a little bit. I mean, as far as everything else goes, I am okay. Uncomfortability is kind of just the name of the game right now, but yeah, we survive. Theater. Change of pace back to the game. I think theater is something that we're gonna be wanting, and I think I'm gonna have to pander to the elites of my city, which are down here by the coast, and put them down here. Although I don't truthfully have a lot of space. I think I can. There's a button to relocate. Demolish, relocate, G. I think this is the fire hall. Yes. I think. Oh, actually, the Custodia, the police station, is probably easier to move. And truth be told, I could likely use another one of those on this side of the city. Law and order. Yeah, that's right there. It was extremely painful at the time. I appreciate that. Yeah, speaking coherently. Speaking isn't too bad. Laughing is not great, and laughing is not something you want to associate with pain, unfortunately. Laughing, coughing, sneezing. And personally, I'm finding that, like, with whatever happened to me, bending over to, like, grab something off the ground or something off of, like, a low shelf, that is particularly causing me grief. Sleeping's actually okay, provided you're in a comfortable spot and maintain it, but, like, naturally you roll over and move around, so the adjustment is not great, but once you find that spot, it's okay. It's very weird. I was expecting to be in, like, a constant state of pain, and truth be told, I'm not, which I'm not upset about. But I did go back for a shift of work yesterday. I work in the service industry, like serving and bartending, and it did not go well. I really thought that I would be okay, kind of just like getting through the shift, but it really did, like, it just kind of slowly escalated throughout the shift. So we are back to, I don't want to say square one, maybe square two, with, like, if we're just assigning random squares, square four maybe being the end of the road of, like, full recovery. But yeah, we are. You know what? I tend to think of myself as an optimist, which sounds super lame, I know, when somebody, like, declares that they're an optimist. But I was incredibly grateful with, like, how lifted off of the ground I got, that I did not get, that I did not hit my head on anything, which, like, totally could have happened. And, you know, it always amazes me how incredibly resilient and robust the human body is, but also, like, incredibly fragile and delicate it is, where, like, you can go through, like, a massive car crash and I don't want to say, you know, you'd be unscathed, but, like, you will recover, you are fine. But, like, a weird, like, fall backwards and bump on the head, and, like, you could be paralyzed or in a coma, or, like, all kinds of horrible things, right? So I do actually just try to live in this world where, like, it could have been worse. Okay, so we have construction, or concrete, sorry, production kind of up and going slowly but surely. We are trying to do the same on this island. We have lots of wood now. That's what we were looking for over here. So we can safely. I like the angled one. I'm not using enough angles in this game. we can build a bridge there. And, what is this? This is the limestone quarry. And we need a concrete mixer. I think we have a warehouse here, so we can kind of use this as a production area. Let's,
There is a shortage of workforce in one of your cities.
surround that in road. Add a warehouse over here. And we do need sand production as well. Yeah, more optimistic take. Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. It is incredibly frustrating. It's frustrating that, like, I don't want to presume somebody's situation. This dog was clearly wearing a muzzle, which would imply to me that, you know, it's reactive. And I know that people make mistakes, but there was just, like, there was no control over the dog. And it was on a leash, but, you know, even a 6-foot leash is a 12-foot kind of diameter, or a 6-foot radius around whoever's holding it. And there was no tension on said leash. So, I mean, this dog really had in that circle free reign
Enough of us.
to do what it wanted. And I will also, like, disclose that that gentleman, said owner of the dog, like, just kind of took off,
I'm buying it for me.
which,
Cook 'em sardines.
I mean, the dog was going crazy. So, I mean, having the dog around wouldn't necessarily be overly productive, but it was also frustrating. It was kind of like, well, like, you know, pardon my language, but, like, fuck me then, right? Some nice people did stay and help me. We got an ambulance, everything, you know, all's well that ends well. But I do have some frustrations, you know, like, it does frustrate me that at the end of the day, like, I do have to pay the price for somebody's, I don't know why the word's escaping me. Carelessness, lack of attention. And when I say pay the price, that not only includes the pain of it, which is fine, but also missing work is actually quite expensive for me. Maybe this person shot a dog. Like, I mean, that is definitely my my thought too. But I don't really, unfortunately, have any recourse that will happen from this, and I've just made peace with that. Sometimes the sad reality is that shit just happens. I need equitus. Equitus, yeah, that seems right. Workforce on this island? For what?
You
Oh,
cannot expect me to do everything by myself.
interesting. As the owner of a dog myself, I did try and put myself in those shoes of, like, what would I have done? And this isn't meant to sound holier than thou or anything like that, but, like, I can just safely say, and I know sometimes dogs come with challenges. My dog would just never have done that. And maybe you know, 6 days ago he would have said the same thing. But I doubt it, given the muzzle. But yeah, I mean, if you just, it is a responsibility that you know, you need to take seriously. They are animals, and, like, love them. Like, I love dogs. But yeah, there is a there's an element of like you do have to take that ownership seriously, especially for other people. Like not everybody loves dogs, not everybody is comfortable around them, and of course some people are just minding their business running by said dog.
Why, olive oil has all manner of
It's all
uses.
good. It's all good. But I'm here with you guys now, and like literally life could be worse. So I appreciate the conversation, and I appreciate you. Is it like it's PW Seagull? I'm assuming it's not Seagull. Like just is Seagull? I just call you Seagull. Yeah, cool. Well, it's great to meet you, and I'm glad you're here. You're here chatting. Whereabouts are you from? What are you? What games are you playing? Or you know, what's been of interest to you lately? Need to get some bread. I appreciate that. Live in Boston, mostly play Go. Okay, yeah, that tracks. I always wanted to go to Boston. In particular, I do actually want to run the marathon there, which is not easy to get into. But is some form of soft goal of mine. But I do I guess my question with Go Marathon Observer is fine too. I'm not gonna lie, there are many times that I question why I do that, but it's okay. Just running from my own demons, I think. Is there a rivalry between like Go and chess? Like what are your personal, as a Go player, what are your views on chess? I feel like it's an either or kind of thing for people. Okay, we're getting bread so that hopefully we have aspirations of upgrading this to Equitus so that we can get people working in the concrete mixer. I do find it interesting that the elite, maybe they're not actually elite, are manning the concrete mixers, but I guess that's just kind of a game progression mechanic. Well, if there is a rivalry, then chess is winning hands down, especially in the US. Oh, yeah, no doubt. The explosion with chess is bonkers. You play both, but for the most part, chess is popular. US, Europe, India, and Go is popular in Asia. Okay. Yeah, I think... like, definitely knew about India and the US being very chess heavy. Not that we, you know... I guess like, it was, I always recall it being a very, like, a Russian thing as well. But, yeah, I know nothing about Go, but I kind of the stem of my question is that, like, I know there is the concept that you know, chess is it's not been like by definition solved by supercomputers, but feels close to, in the sense that like a human will never beat a proper chess bot like Stockfish or anything ever again. Like, it's kind of just out of the question, and I think everybody has accepted that. But is there an equivalent for that to Go? Like, I know that computers and AI processing and all of that stuff do have a harder time with Go. Like, what is this? What's the status of like man versus machine when it comes to Go? This is interesting. I love learning about things that I know nothing about. Part of that is like this game is fascinating me because I love these style of games, but I've never played it. But also a bunch of Go players happen into my stream, and that's really cool to me too. I think we can just add a sanctuary in here, just like free and clear, which will take care of. Demolish this road. Okay. Sanctuary. I'm gonna add this. That covers all the houses, no problem. Yeah, Go finally surpassed the top human players in 2015. That's pretty recent. There was a very high-profile match between a computer program called AlphaGo and the best human player in the world at the time, named Lee Sedol. And that's like, that was kind of the first definitive match where the computer won, like outright, or... Oh, you're still... Yeah, okay, that makes sense. The match was 4-1 in favor of AlphaGo. At the time, everyone was surprised that computers were so good. Now everyone is impressed that Sedal managed to pick up a game. Yeah, revisionist history is really funny in regards to that. Kind of in the same way of what was his name? Obviously, many years ago, being beaten by a computer. He was the champion at the time. The name should not be escaping me. Was it Deep Blue, the computer that beat him? But yeah, now it's like we look back on it and it was Kasparov. Yes, thank you. That was just like a pure brain fart. But like, yeah, now we look back on it and be like, how did we ever beat the machines? So yeah, I'm assuming that like Go has reached a point where like the machines have taken over. I do find this all to be a very interesting parallel to you know, what's happening in the more mainstream AI sense of what's going on right now, like the chat GPTs of the world, where there's a big, rightfully growing concern of like the takeover and loss of jobs and stuff, and you know, there's obviously a ton of debate, and we can talk about capitalism and all that stuff. I don't know that we need to do that today, but
got anything I could include in a gladiator outfit?
You know, once the chess bots started really taking off, and if I, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, I recall the inflection point in which chess really started to take off was when they stopped training the chess models on past human games and literally just started training models against each other and just said, play like as many games as like possible. And then so instead of learning from all of the past humans of, you know, defining what was right and wrong in that sense, they started kind of like figuring out themselves just through brute force of like massive, gigantic amounts of games played, what works and doesn't. And eventually that became so potent that, you know, our own chess professionals and humans started learning lessons from that sample size of what they learned. And, you know, I do hope that there is a reality that like what's going on in AI right now is more augmentative for humans in like the same way that it was for chess, as, you know, in other fields, especially medical. Like, I think medical is going to be a big deal. Yeah. Sometimes God, I don't want to sound lame. Sometimes being an optimist is actually like
the tale of Penelope.
You can tend to be, you can get let down, but that's okay. I like envisioning a future in which things just kind of work out well. I do like typically tend to think that the human race figures it out. That idea was actually the breakthrough that made AlphaGo possible and then was applied to chess. Okay, that's fascinating. I'm glad that I know that now because I do love that story about, you know, how the chess models developed against each other, and knowing that that is something that stems from Go is actually cool. Credit where credit's due, right? Okay, we have a theater. That's exciting. Got I was gonna say Shakespeare, but this is definitely pre-Shakespeare. But
Black sail falls.
looks like people are in there enjoying themselves. The detail in this game is actually really cool. I mean, I know we have the technology. This probably isn't groundbreaking stuff, but I mean, it looks like somebody spent the time to like program. Maybe they're not acting. I'm wondering if things start to happen between these people. They're laughing. It's a comedy. So we've got public services. We are still looking... unlocking this is just a requirement of population. So I'm going to go ahead and assume that, provided I'm not wrecking the delicate workforce that I've worked so hard to build here, I can just... Maybe this block will be fine too. No, I took too many plebs out. Which, that is okay. Because we can... maybe upgrade 2 blocks of this. Fingers crossed. Yeah, we're alright. Okay, perfect. Chess has never been more popular in spite of the existence of super... Yes, that is 100% correct. What's to say human writing art won't experience the same? Like, you took the thoughts out of my head and put that into, like, perfect writing. I think it's so easy to be doom and gloom. I'm not gonna, like, you know, finger wag at social media or traditional media or just anything in particular. Humans, like, by nature are kind of a little bit pessimistic, which is actually totally fine too. Yeah, like past instances would imply that, like, good things can come of this, and you are 100% correct. Whether that is the outcome remains to be seen, but, like, we do have very tangible evidence that, like, yeah, things can just get better. We have a trade treaty offer from our gym bro, Dorian. Man,
motivate me.
You motivate me.
Like
Thank you.
On this treaty.
Fine with the trade treaty. I've been looking for some of those.
You're a beast.
You too, bro.
A governor can tell friend from foe by using diplomacy.
We have fame. Okay. Oh, this is a screen I've never seen. Although I think it's beside statistics or in statistics. Governance effects. Where did that? Governance? No. Ooh. How did I get there? I guess maybe we will end up there again. Still haven't actually got any new quests in the quest tracker. That's okay. That's alright. We will... Oh, did we not get enough population out of those upgrades? Oh, no, we can unlock this now. Okay, we can unlock the next set of buildings for the Equitus. New fashions unlocked. I'm not going to say it. Nothing about passion. Togas, yes. Roman through and through, and we can get them in Latium. The one garment by which Romans are identified. Yep, exactly. Even the slenderest strip of Tyrian purple will draw a crowd and a flame. Okay, population and prestige. Those seem like good things. And brooches. If a Roman must pay import duties for brooches, so be it. Anything to hold that toga in place. Can't have a toga without a good brooch. We are not going to be able to make that, though. That happens in Albion, which we will tackle at some point. Did this ever get built? I mean, can we? We can. Something's holding us back. Maybe a road. But we have concrete for it. Oh, Dorian summoning us again. Non-aggression pact offer.
So, I had an idea for a new routine.
Prevents war declarations between two parties for a limited time. I mean, I don't think I had any intentions of declaring war, so this seems to be benefit to me, but don't tell Dorian that.
I'd be delighted.
Big and tough. Cool, man. For as much as I give him grief, he seems to be the friendliest one, truthfully. Still looking at needing equines.
It feels like it does you good.
Equitus,
to eat
sorry.
a sardine.
Equines. Whoa! Another raid! What is going on here? How does this happen? Am I reading that correctly? Trust anyone? Good evening. Siegel and I were just talking about how maybe I probably trust too much. So I like the name. Good evening. Wow, thank you for bringing your peeps in. What were you playing before this? Were you part of the Anno kind of I don't want to call it launch party, but like seems to be what everyone's doing. I'm gonna follow you. Thank you for that. World of Warships and then did some Anno. How are you liking Anno so far? For the viewers that you've brought along with you, like full disclosure, this is literally, I call it a let's learn because I am learning this game as we go. I have very, very limited experience with this series and these style of games, but I must admit I'm thoroughly enjoying it so far. And the people that have come along and you know, watched and chatted with me have been amazing too. Loving it. Need to get good at it. I've played some Anno 1800 historically. I guess no pun intended. Yeah, some time back. Yeah, my experience, the supply chains, some of the rules and complexity is a bit different. Yeah, I played Anno 2070 and we're talking like, I hate to say like 10 plus years ago. I don't even know how old that game is. And I didn't even play it a ton. So like there are a lot of familiarities where like your focus just seems to be upgrading residents, but the path to it, I think you're spot on, and is there's a complexity to it that I'm not used to. I feel like I've been doing this for hours, which is fine. I'm enjoying it, but I feel like, you know, I feel like I could watch an experienced streamer and like they are where I am in like for sure a half an hour. But I also know that if I was watching somebody play this game and I wasn't streaming, I would enjoy the slower, more relaxed pace. And so I guess I'm happy to hopefully provide that. World of Warships, though, I don't have any experience with that. I think it's one of those games that is like, correct me if I'm wrong, like surprising, like I don't want to say surprisingly as if it diminishes it, but like really, really popular. No, I'm not doing the campaign. I just did a free play But it does have like the built-in like pretty comprehensive tutorial with it, so maybe the campaign would have been a little bit more leading. But Miss Love, thank you for the emojis and the dancing cat. I'm just gonna do like the streamer thing, and like this is weirdly uncomfortable, so you guys get to all experience it, but like this is my second day of streaming, and I get to like do the whole like, if you want to like and subscribe, is that what you're supposed to do? I guess subscribe or follow on Twitch. That would be like incredibly appreciated for me, even if you don't come back. I get that like follows are not free in a sense. Like I understand that you don't just hit follow on everyone. I know that I don't either, but this is my awkward rambling to say like hitting the follow button would be like incredibly meaningful to me right now. So awesome. Brand new streamer. Yes. Like literally I have some experience with like content and doing streaming in the past, but not like centered around video games. So I enjoy the talking and engaging with people kind of component more than anything. And I do believe that is important for the simple fact that I certainly don't bring like a skill element to these games that's gonna latch people in. You're never gonna see me at the top of any leaderboards for any game, I can promise you that. But that's not important to me. Engaging with people and having a good time and building a community is. So thank you. That being said, getting raided is a lot of fun, but my city is sitting idle while doing so, so I have to kind of figure out what the next step is. It was nice to catch you early. Have a great rest of your stream. I must go. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. I take it by the British heart that you are on the other side of the pond. Thank you so much for bringing people over here and following. I will definitely try and catch you on and watch your stream too. And although I can't really repay the favor in terms of viewers, I'll just do it in terms of saying hi. So trust anyone. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Mubix, hey man, what's up? Or oh, yeah. Another one of those messages about growing my stream and asking for Discord, but I appreciate you sending a message as well. Togas are seemingly pretty complex. Oh, I remember what I was doing. I was looking for a close island that had fertility. What is this, marble? Oh. Okay, I'm getting caught between a couple things. One, if I upgrade my Equitus residence enough to 500, I unlock some more buildings, and that includes marble. That seems like really low-hanging fruit right now that I can just kind of like check off. Are these? Yeah, so like one little tranche of 10 will almost certainly get me there. Wow, it just keeps expanding. The complexity goes deeper. I totally understand that like most people, I guess even myself included, when I have historically watched streams, don't do a lot of chatting. But if anybody else wants to say hi, I find it always fascinating, like to know where people are watching from. Like Siegel's from Boston, which is amazing, a city I've always wanted to go to. Trust Anyone was somewhere in Britain, I'm assuming, or the UK. Miss Love, like where are you watching from? Is it imperative that I add the Miss Love 666? Like, do I have to, or like, do I have to pronounce like 666 every time. Or is Miss Love is good enough? New household goods unlocked. Writing tablets. The world seems so much more straightforward when you have every little detail scored in wax. Okay. Money and knowledge. And fine glass. To offer a house guest a cup of formed... a cup formed of precious glass is not something just any Roman can do. Yeah, I feel like glass is probably a luxury back then. Absolutely. I feel like the list of requirements are piling up. We have a whole new marvels category. I'm assuming that's glass. No, baths and what? Forum and baths. Okay. Yeah, I feel like the complexity tree, or however you want to frame it, just like exploded. Marble. We can get marble. Marble does not exist on this island. Is one of our boats?
The sea soaks up
that's
every kind
Valeria.
of bloom.
This is our boat. Is there... Flax was something I know that was like kind of sitting there and needed. Iron. Sounds like it'll be something useful. Marble. Marble? Gold also seems great. That's obvious. Oh, okay. Marble is in this island next to the one I've already settled. So that's good to know. But grape is not. I would love an island with marble and grape. And maybe I'm just being greedy. But I'm not settling. Marble and grape. Oh, there it is. Oh, and it's super close, too. All right. You get over here. And this looks like a nice little island to... Nice little island of possibilities. So we'll settle there. We have lots of gold to do so. We have lots of income to sustain it. Is another... Do I just build another boat for the sake of it? Like, I have all of the materials. In the warehouse, we have, tons of rope and sheets. So yeah, let's just build another boat and really open things up here. For household, we either need to go to writing tablets or fine glass. What's involved in writing tablets? We can already write off brooches. It's in a distant land. Looks like bacon. Oh, no. Sandarak Nursery. Requires a... Yeah, you really do have to expand and trade. Apiary for the bees. Apiary, apiary. Apiary sounds right. If anyone wants to chime in there. We do need an apiary for wine as well. So let's focus on that. We had our ship go out here. Nope. Go out here. We can build a trading post. 15,000 denarii. We're just gonna splash a little bit with our... Splash with the stash. That was lame. I'm sorry. It's always like... I'm not like fully in tune with how to keep supplies up here. I don't need to buy. Like, I'm producing timber, in a sense. Maintain. Oh, I see. Minimum stock? No. This is just, oh, I guess I could purchase. What is this trade route with, what's his name? Is he offering timber? Yes. Sardines? Oh. He is offering, like, everything I need to get this island up and going. And seeing as one of my trade routes has a warning. Island storage is empty? I don't know. I don't know what that... I mean, I know what that means, but I don't... Oh. The storage is empty.
Your people are ailing.
Oh, I put this in backwards. I wanted bread from Sartago to... how do I... Oh, delete, right click, yeah. I wanted bread to go from Sartago to Timia. I don't... Oh. I'm a little ahead of myself. 50 seems like a lot. I don't know. 20? That's just what it's taking, though. Like, I don't want it to clear the coffers of Sartago. Yes, save the changes. Oh, wait, no, we weren't done. Man, I get so sidetracked. There's so much going on in this game that, like, I'm just, like, I'm bouncing around. Also, I mean, within reason, I don't mind backseat gaming. So if any of you have experience with this game and I am doing something tragically wrong, I mean, like, kindly feel free to. We wanted new trade route between Palace and Ilia Dunum. And trade route stations, I don't know what that means. Add ships. We will at our trade ship. So in Palace, we're going to buy timber. I don't think we need to sardines I can get. I don't I
Construction of a ship has finished.
Oh, I've got another ship too. Huh. I don't know what this is costing me, which is concerning. We can unload those there, though. Let's just buy and see. Is it already on its way? Yes, it is. Cool. Is this the place?
Were you planning
Nope.
a surprise visit?
Oh, yellow? Yes.
We're trying to provide for ourselves, except everyone's on a different diet.
Okay. I am unclear as to whether that is 12 per tile and 12 per timber or sorry, 4 per timber, or if that's like 4 for 50. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say per, which is still fine. That is still totally okay. I'm willing to pay that price to get this island up and running. I do suppose we're gonna need concrete. Did we get this? This game is one of those cascading things of I need this, so I need to do this, so I need to do this. And then once you get to that, you're like, oh, I also need more of this. And then once you start doing that, you're like, then I need this and this and this. So it's like you start building a theater, and then all of a sudden you're building, you're manufacturing more tunics. I'm sure with future playthroughs, there comes with it a foresight that avoids a lot of those things, as many of these kind of resource management games do. But this is my first playthrough, and I don't have that yet.
Sardines, dripping with oil, picking me teeth with the bones.
We...
A little oil in the hair is beneficial. If
I
it does not drip
think
on
we
your
have bread
clothes.
coming. Oh, that's not our boat. But, is bread on this boat?
Waiting for your
It is. Okay, that's great news. Miss Love is fine, by the way. I was in a battle on WoW's. I'm assuming that's the World of Warships. Oh, WoW's WS Warship. Yeah, okay. Not World of Warcraft, which would just be WoW. I have a feeling you guys are probably constantly fighting over that acronym. Did you win the battle? I hope you did. The bread's on the way here. That will fulfill the food category. Household is fine. We are producing olive oil on here, so that's good. No, you lost the battle. Ah. So this is one of the things that I love about this opportunity, in the same way that Siegel and I were talking about Go, which is a game I have never played before. I've had minimal experience with chess, but I've never played World of Warships either. So you lost the battle, which is unfortunate. I'm sorry that happened. What's the consequence to that? Like, do you have to like rebuild your fleet? Is it time? Do you have to wait? I'm curious as to how this works. Can you give me the like 30-second elevator pitch? If you want. If you don't want, you can tell me to you can tell me where to go, but that's okay. You seem very pleasant, so I'm not gonna presume that. Olive oil is... Oh. I am so unclear on, like, how to... Just about fun, doing some daily missions. Okay. Are those, basically grind for new ships? Okay. I've played plenty of games of grinding. Path of Exile is one of my favorite games. I was actually playing this season earlier. I haven't logged in a couple days. Maybe I'll stream that game. I don't know. But sorry, that's not what we were talking about. Are those daily missions? Is this like a PvP thing, or just like a PvE, just doing quests and? I really need to figure out, like, I want olive oil at this island, no doubt. Actually, more importantly, I want bread at the other one. But, like, I don't want it to try and fill the coffers, so to speak. I want to limit it. Configure... Like, I want to... maintain stock. This good will be both sold and brought in order to maintain, in order to be maintained at a specific, like, I guess maintain stock. Like, if I put that at, let's say 30, because I'm gonna get another shipment of it, and I think 20 are coming in. If I maintain it at 30, does my boat still unload everything and overstock? So, well, we will try and set a mental reminder. Let's check that. UPVP. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I'll throw like a let's play, or maybe a live stream. Actually, probably it would seem well for World of Warship and see what it's all
brand
about.
the bread I sell as a mark of make and quality.
With tunics. Oh, sandals. Wouldn't hate some sandals over here. Sandals as like a commodity in this game is hilarious to me. Like I get the importance of having good footwear, but it does seem funny. Sartago has sandals. And we want sandals on the other island. So let's like bring 10? I don't know. 10 pairs of sandals? Or is that like 10 individual sandals and like that's enough sandals for 5 people? I don't know. I'm going to say pairs. And we will save. Was there anything else I could bring over? What is Timia making? We're bringing resin over, which is great. We're bringing olive oil over, which is great. We are not bringing concrete over. We still need the Equitus to be working the concrete factory. I think we're bringing the right. Oh, what is? There's all these icons over the islands when I'm holding, when I'm hovering over different resources. It's telling me the stock of said island. Okay, that's interesting. Could have just looked over there and seen that, but here we are. Okay, I think we're fine.
So wary, Praetor.
We have, oh, okay, we got the timber and tiles. Let's build some stuff over here. And, I think we start with the road. Go up here. Still don't hate the idea. Nah, we can just ship timber in. Sardines, for sure. Oats. We got it. Interesting. Porridge stand. No problem. That checks off food for us. Cool. I have a lot of, research. Research is something that, like, I let sit idle too long, because if it's, you know, it literally doesn't accumulate. If you're not using it, it just vanishes to the ether. So paved roads allows for faster transport of goods, thus extending the reach of buildings. That seems great. There was one other one that I was excited for. I actually think I researched it already. Hospitality. Cult of Minerva. I don't need religion right now. Oh, I don't know. Depot. Oh, depots. Yeah. We're going to get depots, and then we're going to get paved roads. And that will... yeah, that'll get us going for 10 minutes. Maybe we just queue up one other random one just to get it going. Libertas workforce. Water construction. Mackerel hauling. Whatever. I shouldn't be whatevering. So as a question, it's none of my business, but Miss Love, is that your name or something close to it in World of Warships? Like, if you're PvPing with somebody else and you like kick their ass, like, did they get their ass handed to them by Miss Love? I wonder if when I get paved roads that do I have to upgrade said roads to paved? Or do they just kind of like happen? I do find it interesting in this game, and I'm not upset by it, and by any means. It is funny that like when you put down a building, it just gets like built immediately. Like I don't know. I feel like most of these types of games, there's like a process for building that takes time. But my city was on fire at one point, and I just like threw down a fire station that it just was like immediately went to work. And I'm not upset that like construction time is not a part of this game, but it just seems like such a normal, natural thing to happen in these games. Oh.
You have been building for 2 hours, Harry. May I suggest some refreshments?
I got my water right here, Ben. Thank you. I appreciate the reminder. And my coffee, which is stone cold, but that's okay. We do it, regardless. Make some tunics. We've got the hemp.
This sardine and I, we're both very small fish.
We will have upgrades soon enough here. Still not getting sandals? Does anyone have sandals? How have sandals not made their way here? Where's my boat? Is this my boat? That's not my boat. Depots were researched, or discovered. We discovered depots.
Waiting for your decree.
What's our small ship? That's the ship that I just made, but didn't assign to anything. It's nice to have options. Is this the favorite? Yeah. Uh-oh. Where are you going? You're bringing you have resin. I thought I want resin over here. Is it full? Oh, this game is... Yeah, it's full. Okay. I don't even remember what we're using resin for. Pottery. Just fine. Lots of timber. Sardines are up. Sheep. We're fulfilling the demand. But I think that's because we have an excess. Clay. Okay. Wheat. If I go to warehouse, look at wheat. No, we're empty. Maybe we need more wheat. I feel like I need to pay more attention to the statistics tab. It is like rightfully a good indicator of like the comings and goings of everything, so keep that in the back of my mind. But it doesn't really cost us anything to make another wheat farm, so we are going to. Nope. Oh. Cool. More wheat. More wheat for the people. More wheat is more bread, and I've never been upset about having too much bread.
My husband sometimes
What is this guy?
looks like
This
a
guy's...
soldier now he wears his sandals.
What is... Oh.
20 cursed hours.
There's another congregation of people. This time they're in the streets. Last time they were standing in the middle of the forest, which was super weird. But it gave me a quest. And I got a chef out of it, which is good. Governor, please, you must rescue my cousins from the Syracusans. Rescue sounds like combat. Later? I don't know, I feel bad. I feel like you're not going to be happy about that. Oh. We have more tutorials. Hint. Ruins. What was the hint? Carrying... Oh. Oh. Big catch on fire. I think we can just fix it. Yeah. Just, oh, depot. Did that upgrade all of them? No. Not at all. Ben has a long list of things. Hint, patron god. An island has... Oh. Yeah, we'll wait for that for a second.
I've prepared something for you, Ere.
I think this has to do with Albion. You can upgrade residences to follow the Roman cultural template, or instead allow local culture to develop. Yeah, that's the other island. You can mix different cultures in your city, or focus entirely on one you prefer. Different characters might react to how you... or react to you differently depending on how much you Romanize a province. Who would have thought being the governor of a Roman province would be so complicated? I was really just thinking wine and olive oil, but I don't have any wine. Okay, we can upgrade. Not everyone, but most of them.
Hazardous housing, rampant disease. Think of your athletes in residence. Think of their health.
I'm so tired of this dude giving me shit about the health of my citizens. I'm trying, man.
It feels like it does you good to eat a sardine.
So we have some plebeians again. Tier 3 for wine. Like, oh, this needs concrete too. See, again, we were trying to get concrete over here. Okay, our sole focus is getting this concrete mixer up and running. That is all we're doing. And that requires me to upgrade at least some of these residences.
Where I feel safest, where I can contemplate.
We're short on wood. Why? It's I know this is probably not that exciting, but it is actually really cool to see like 15 viewers in my my channel right now. That is that's not nothing to me. And I appreciate you all being here, even if you're not chatting, which I mean, you don't have to. I was saying before, even as a viewer, I almost never chatted with streamers. But if anyone else is out there and wants to chat, like, yeah, what's on your mind? What are we talking about? What are we angry about? Or what are we excited for? Okay, again, sticking with our sole focus of upgrading these, a couple of these references. DJ Havad. Just gonna call you DJ. Bro. How are you tonight? What have you been up to? What are you playing? What are you doing? What are you excited for? Like, what's happening? Like, I thought we ordered sandals. Are we not bringing sandals over here? Where's my boat? Oh. Oh! Hold up. Oh, okay. Tab is rotating through my ships, but for a second there it was rotating through my ports. And I think if I select trading post, I think I just learned something new. If you have something selected, does tab just rotate through? Yes. Okay. Where? Oh man, this is might be a game changer. I don't know. If you have nothing selected, we do boats. How do we get rid of? Oh, all right. Off you go. I'm just throwing resin out. This is the start of like ocean pollution. Back in 117 AD. Oh, cool. Well, somebody else followed me. It doesn't say who, but I appreciate that a lot. That's awesome. Hard to tell. I played Anno through all my life. Well, it sounds like... I hope I'm entertaining to you through my interactions, because I probably won't be entertaining to you through my skill level in this game. But I've come to terms with that for a long time. But yeah, I played Anno 2070 many moons ago, and it was fun. And this just came out, and it seemed like a good opportunity to jump in. Hi, Karar Hater. Sorry. Pronouncing things has turned into a bit of a trick. This game is like throwing so many Italian words at me, or Roman words, or Latin words, I suppose is probably the most accurate. I feel like even just my ability to speak my pseudo Canadian English style is struggling. Which was your favorite Anno game that you've played so far? And have you been playing... Oh, hard to tell whether or not you're enjoying this one so far. The game is great for history enthusiasts. Yeah, I think so, too. I've had a couple of moments where I've been Googling some of the different words and stuff that have popped up. I didn't know, one, how to pronounce this class of citizen. I was saying liberty. It's liberty. I don't know if I need to do like the crazy emphasis on it all the time, but the liberty, I didn't know were like a class of citizen that were, I think, seemed to be freed from slavery or earned their freedom. Not entirely sure on that, but I guess that is that class. And then the plebeians are, I think, standard citizens. Anno 1800 is your favorite. Did not play that one. What about it made it your favorite? Okay. To answer my earlier question, no, our roads do not automatically get upgraded. They cost 3 concrete per 10 tiles, so that's going to be expensive. Again, I need to get concrete up and running on this island. And the lack of sandals on said island is getting to be a trick. Maybe we make another trade route. I don't even care if I have to buy the sandals at this point, honestly. You loved the first ones due to the military part of it. Interesting. It faded out in the latest strange strategic games IMO, so I am looking very interested in this new one. Yeah. That's good to know, because I always feel like in these types of games, the military aspect of it is the part that I focus on least. Not for any particular reason. I think I'm just always drawn to it for the city building aspect of it. But I have played a lot of StarCraft 2 in my life. And I do love like the only, or like the fact that it is pretty much solely based around the militaristic component of it. Unrest, that sounds not great. Do I order more sandals? Like, is it just going to pick up sandals? Really need some sandals here. Yeah, Victorian Renaissance areas. That's eras. Sorry, that's
fires and so few precautions. Don't you realize your whole city could go up at any
Tarragon's giving me shit. Apparently there's civil unrest.
As painful as it appears, a touch of civil unrest is normal in a growing city.
A touch. I guess, police, bakery, where? Oh, I guess maybe I didn't.
Your residents are the very picture of health. They can probably deadlift more than Atlas.
You were just telling me how unhealthy they are. I didn't change anything, man. Military, no, not military. City Watch, yes. Oh no, there's one there. I mean, I guess one more isn't gonna hurt. Does that help the unrest? I would assume so. Passive trade. Tutorial marshes. I don't want to know about marshes. I guess I'm going to click on it.
May I remind you of a certain topic?
Yeah. Some buildings can only be built in the marshes. Marshes are limited in space. A few buildings, like the warehouse, can be built on solid ground or in the marshes. Wooden roads can only connect to marsh buildings at specific points. The orientation of the building is important. Oh, okay. Well, if I ever go to Albion, I'm going to keep that in mind. Not if I ever. I'm assuming I'm going to have to. Mostly played to build stuff and decorate too, but the way they mix SimCity vibe with the competitive part is really cool, I think. Yeah, I totally agree. It's, another grouping of games I always really liked is Factorio, and I played a lot of Dyson Sphere. Oh, this is where the unrest is, I'm assuming.
You put the cart before the public horse.
Oh, wow, there are a lot of people down here pissed off. They look like they're having a conga line. If oil presses are placed near their homes, the health of citizens... Oh, true, yeah. I'm producing olive oil on this island. But maybe it would be more beneficial to send the olives over and produce it on the main island. That's good to know, though. Yeah, okay, let's deal with this conga line. I know I said I was not going to do anything until I got rid of those houses, but this seems important. But I don't know what they're upset about. If I can do two things at once. Yeah, Factorio and Dyson Sphere program, they were... Maybe I'll play some DSP sometime. Just those, like, crazy resource logistics management games. So, like, that's almost the only focus. But ironically, Dyson Sphere program added in enemies into the game. So you can play on peaceful mode, which is fine. But you are actually kind of like forced into doing the military component of it, and my interest in it, quite frankly, waned. I don't know. I just don't have the violence. No, that's lame. Not lame, but you don't get to say that about yourself. Is there something I need to know about unrest, or is it like we just throw down some police stations or whatever they're called in this City Watch? Custodia. Let's see how these people respond. I don't like being booed. Who's being booed? There are a lot of...
Can you cover for me?
They're having a mosh pit in there? This cart just like ran all these people. Are those people in a cage? Ruins are being rebuilt. Okay. Is it because their buildings were like... The infantry is back, which is very nice. I have, oh, maybe that's what I needed to do. I have some archers here. Do I send them over here? Is this like an intimidation thing, do you think? I don't want to hurt the citizens, but like, custodes enforcing the law. All right, so we're breaking up the mosh pit. These guys, okay. Yeah, they were going crazy. Oh, there weren't actually people in that cage. It was just clipping through. But, yeah, they just ran through that crowd. That was pretty extreme. Oh. We dealt with the unrest. Are we getting sandals? Like, I don't...
Ready.
I don't... Did we get it? Okay, Timia increased to a minor city. Did we get the sandals? Yes! Oh my god, we have sandals! I never thought I'd be so excited about sandals. I bet these guys wear socks and maybe they don't have socks yet. I'm certainly not making socks. Have no timber though. How has it not produced any timber?
Why, olive oil has all manner of uses.
My favorite use was to make sure that wrestlers don't stick together. Okay, so we are getting some equitus on that island, which is what we were set out to do. That will get us some concrete. Concrete will build up in the coffers. 150, I think, max. And that's good stuff. Trade route would suggest that this, we load concrete. Marble? No, concrete. There we go. And we drop it off at Sartago. Great stuff, gang. God, for somebody that's good at this game, this must be so painful to watch. I'm looking at you guys. Marble is a component we want here, too. Marble quarry. Not good for the health. That makes sense. Needs concrete. I wonder if Dorian sells concrete, and we'll just... I do... he does not. I do think I should get in the habit of buying stuff from people. No. Oh, I'm just adding tons of stops here. Oops. Villa Augusta? No. Let's see what, nope. Buy goods. Yeah, no concrete there. How about her? Can buy the wine. I want to make the wine. I do. I've always, you know, if I can get a villa, which I have, in a vineyard on an Italian island, like, I'm retiring. That's it. Like, not from the stream, but like, I'm talking real life. Like, we're good. Marble quarry. Let's do it. 2? I don't know. Oh, yeah, concrete. See, this is, again. Oh, yeah. We could try and be fancy. With this route, if we were to add... unload concrete, like, maybe 15? And then the rest here, 35? Quick math? That could be a thing. Maybe some olive oil. You don't need resin. Big brain shit, you know? Wow, okay, we've been playing for 2 hours. I'm not gonna stop right now. But I guess for the sake of what I also have been doing in addition to streaming is this will be the end of an episode that I'm doing for YouTube. I truly think that, like, not truly think, I know my initial kind of ambition towards doing this was actually just to make a YouTube series that centered around learning this game from scratch, and that is very much still the case. But yeah, that'll be the end of episode 3. So I don't know. I guess I say something like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, or you know, if you're falling asleep to this, that's cool too. I fall asleep to streams all the time. There's no shame in that. But I appreciate it. And then yeah, I'm just gonna keep streaming and